this video, I'm going to show you one of the tool within XRM Toolbox named as Reactive Fields Updater. Now let's explore this tool. So if you do not have this tool installed, make sure that you go into Open Tool Library and then start typing Reactive. Once you get the result, click on Reactive. It basically updates the Power Apps fields in a smart and a reactive way. Let's explore this tool. Click on this and now the application open. Now on the top right you will see an option to close the tool, get the entities, clear and update. Now this area will list down the entity, this area will list down the fields, then this area lists down the attributes, and then you have an operations which gets listed over here, and then you can perform that update operation. So this is how the tool will work. Now let's go into say airline table. Now I have an airline table which I'm using for a model driven app, World Airlines Management System. Now I have this table, so let's go into the airline table and let's pick up a couple of columns. So I have this column. So I have this column named as, uh, let me pick up, say main hub. So this is that column, main hub. And if you see, this is business required, searchable, and it's a text field, and maximum character count is 350. So if you go inside this tool, so let me go inside this tool and get the entities. Now here, remember, it will list down all the out of the box entity along with the logical name and the display name. Anything which is custom, you need to search by using the prefix. So if I want to say search by airline, so G Corp is the publisher, so I need to search for G first for my custom table, and then this is the airlines table. The moment I select the table, I should be able to see all the fields that are available. Now, if you see over here, most of the fields which are listed in this particular application is of type string or integer. So you can only work on string and integer data types in this particular tool. Now, main hub is the column which I just showed you, main hub. So there is a main hub and the max length is 350. Now, what I will do, I want the main hub max length to be 1000. So I'll just pick this, put this value, or maybe I'll just say no, I don't want 1000, maybe I'll just pick up 500. Once I'm sure with this, I will just press enter. Now the moment I press enter, whatever changes I made will be available over here. Now remember, we haven't made any change, it's just the work area. This is a work area, this is not yet committed. Let's go into the other column, email. Now email max length is 100. Let's verify that. So we have an email column and the email max length is 100. So all good. I will say I want email max length to be, say, 400. Press enter and then the second record comes here. Now let's pick up an integer value. Now I don't have an example directly of integer value, but yes, I have this total staff. So total staff integer, max value and min value. So I have this column total staff. So let me show you the total staff. Now if you see the total staff, by default we put the max, minimum max value. This is, we keep it whatever is default, right? So if you want to correct that, let's pick up total staff and I'll say minimum value should be 0 and maximum value should be maybe 100,000, or maybe 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, and I'll just press enter. And for total, say total aircraft, I will say minimum value as 0 and maximum value as, say, maybe 5,000. And these are the some set of changes which I have made. Now this is a transit area. Now I haven't uh, committed these changes. Now if you want to commit this change, you have an option to either select all or unselect all, or you just say I want to update main hub, email, and maybe total aircraft, and I will not touch total staff. If you do that selection, all good, and then you just click on update. Now you have an update over here as well, so let's click this update and then it will start updating. Now the changes which we have made, for main hub value is 500 and for email value as 400. it will start doing a batch processing changes, and then it will start updating the value. Now this tool is only useful if you want to change the max length, max value, min value for an integer record, and for string the data type. Now I know this tool does not provide many functionality, but then sometimes these also come handy, because if you prepare your data model in such a way that you have built maybe 250 column for a table, and if suddenly the customer says that, hey, I want to review all the length of that specific table columns, then this is a useful tool rather than going into individual column one by one within the maker portal. You can make use of this tool to make those changes. Now the changes which we made for email, so let's go into the email record. So let me see the email record over here, and in the email record I can see that it has changed to 400. Go to total staff, so total staff, and I should see no changes because we haven't made any changes within the total staff. But if we go to total aircrafts, aircraft 0 5,000. Now if I go inside this record again, I'll say, oh no, I want to change something for total staff from 0 to 100,000. Click on update, and then if you navigate to total staff, you should be able to see that changes reflected. So here in total staff, currently minimum value has been changed, and now if I just refresh again, then it will show the maximum value also to be changed, and then this tool will successfully execute that bulk change request. So that's it, folks. This is all about Reactive Fields Updater tool within an XRM toolbox. Thanks for watching.